minutes over Meet Your Makers. Aatrox, Shyvana taken away. Standard bans that we've been seeing against TCM all day long.
And I'm curious what else they're going to take away, because I remember casting like a year ago for against a Nexus game, and Overpower was the mid laner. They were known as a Nexus then, with Celavar, Overpower, and Xaxus. And he impressed the hell out of us with his Katarina, and also his weird like Fiddlesticks middle with like a
middle sticks.
Yeah, his middle sticks are like GP10 runes, so he can roam around and gank a lot. But right now, I want to know what else they're going to pick up here, because it's a new lineup for them. They've been H2k for quite a while right now, but they haven't had a lot of success lately. As I even saw Xaxus, Overpower, and Celavar trying to qualify into the summer LCS season, but they lost in the promotions. And right now, this next ban's going to be huge for TCM, because all of them can play so many different champions.
Yeah, where are they going to go here? Elise, good choice in my opinion. JWoww played it in the top lane. We know how strong Elise is coming out of the jungle. It's left the likes of Shen open in this one, which I'm not sure is really JWoww's style. He prefers much more the aggressive champions, and look at that, Kassadin. How could we forget that? Left open here. I think H2k were banking on Overpower being able to get his hands on that one, but picked first up here from TCM. What are they going to run against that? There's a lot of options open to you when a Kassadin is first picked.
Yeah, and it's kind of funny, because usually you last pick them as the purple side, so you can counter pick any AP carry on the blue team. But I don't know if they're going to show their mid laner right now or take something they really want, because there's a lot of junglers still open, like Jarvan, for instance. It would be something Naruto played a little bit earlier on versus Copenhagen Wolves. Would be a strong champion to pick up here. But I don't know. I mean, they still have a lot of supports open too if they want to grab something in particular. And of course, the Shen not banned out, available here for that top lane, and it looks like it might get picked up.
I wonder if they're going to take a Caitlyn here and maybe 2v1 against that Kassadin.
We have seen it before.
Something with range causes all kinds of problems for that Kassadin until he gets going. Actually, it looks like they're going to go for Sono, which Vander actually played in the last game, and a last-second switch there over to Lee Sin for the jungle for Jankos.
That is going to be a really cool first one of the day for us. And actually, we almost saw him a little bit earlier on today, but unfortunately didn't go through. The Sona, though, very strong support. I mean, I'm really curious why people just don't pick her, period. Because that Crescendo is so dominating in team fights if you do land a perfect one, which you've seen Nif do so many times in the actual game versus Faculty we saw over the weekend. But very smart pickups for them. And also will have the potential to lock down a Kassadin. And it looks like they will be saving their counter pick for middle a little bit later on. But the Caitlyn pick, I think was a really good idea that you mentioned, but it looks like TCM is not going to allow that to happen.
No, it looks like they're going to have that one away for Matroco, and also Jarvan here for Naruto. So we'll see how that one all works out for them. Naruto will lock in Jarvan, and Belgian Beast. I'm pretty sure that this Caitlyn is a done deal for them. So what have they got now to think about? Still the likes of Ezreal, Corki, Varus. I'd imagine it's going to be one of those three for the AD carry role here to go with Sona. What about this middle and the top lane, of course? TCM not showing JWoww's hand in terms of that top lane either up until now.
And it's funny because he can play so many champions. So if H2k does pick up a top laner, he'll be able to counter the way he wants to.
Yeah, they should AD carry in top lane here.
Ooh.
And mid lane, in my opinion. Although, if they want to get that Jax away from JWoww, now would be the time to do that one.
I wonder... Oh, no, they're running Cass, and I was about to say Malphite Orianna, but they already have Cass picked up. It's just so weird, because who are they going to play against Kassadin? It's always so tough to do. I've actually seen Morgana fare very well against him. It looks like they might go for a Kha'Zix. Huh. So that does give him the opportunity to jump onto him, but it also, I guess, provides him the ability to harass JWoww down very early on before he's level 6, since he has to get close to the CS to get any of it. And that's going to be really interesting to see, because if Kassadin gets an early start against him, or gets going, he's going to dominate the lane. If if Kha'Zix gets the early dominance, he's going to just walk over JWoww as well. So it's really going to be cool to see who does what here. And also JWoww has the potential to roam around into other lanes and gank right now, but there's not a lot of CC across the board yet.
No, always see a Riven coming out here for JWoww. Proven time and time again that he's not scared of picking up something a little bit different to play. And that Riven... No, we say different. It's because we don't see that much Riven, really any Riven at all, to be honest, in the very top levels of competitive League of Legends.
It's usually in North America. There's like, was it Zion Spartan, I believe?
Yeah.
It was a top lane. I can't remember his name right off the top of my head that always ran Riven when he had the opportunity to get him.
In Europe, we just don't really see Riven at this level, but it is going to be Fiddlesticks at least, and Riven will stay in for this one. So Riven for JWoww in that top lane up against Jax. They've also got, of course, that Kha'Zix in there to go up against Kassadin. Now it's down to the AD carry. Where do they go from this one? Corki, Ezreal, Varus, one of those three, my idea.
They're a full AD team right now, though. They've got no AP, and TCM can just build full armor against that. So I'd be surprised to see Overpower actually go for Azonius. Sorry, Overpower, what the hell's with me today? Kassadin going for Azonius as a very early item, but if they will be up against a Caitlyn and a Fiddlesticks, they need something with range, something with a little bit of poke. I think the Varus would be a pretty decent setup because they don't have a lot of CC, and you pair that in with a Crescendo, you can really hold a team down.
Well, they're certainly taking their time of this one, trying to figure out exactly what they're going to go with. What are they going to pick up here? It's the AD carry that they're looking for, and as I said before, not so surprised that it will be a Corki coming in from this one. And a solid pickup, in my opinion, here for H2k. You talked about there's no real AP, at least there's some magic damage on Corki.
Yeah, just a little bit right there, not to mention Sona on top of that too. But I don't know, I'm not convinced by that because you need some sort of CC. All you have is a Counter-Strike potentially to let off Xaxus and then the Crescendo. Over on TCM side, you have a knock-up out of Naruto, you have a semi-knock-up out of Riven, you have the stun obviously out of Riven, you have the Fiddlesticks Fears, Silence. Like, they have a lot more control than the other team, and even Belgian Beast is running a teleport here, so he really wants to roam around and really wants to pick up some kills. And honestly, H2k, they have to have an answer for him in this game if they want to have hopes of winning it.
So this is, of course, a best of three, our final games of the evening. Whoever wins this best of three will join both the Copenhagen Wolves and SK Gaming at the Intel Extreme Masters Cologne Amateur Tournament. So let's see how this one is all going to work out as we start to approach game. Interested to see how JWoww brings this Riven into the game, to be honest. He's been very good so far today.
Yeah, and I think his Riven's going to be top-notch on top of that. She's one of those champions that you hate to play against and you love to play because she just does so well in lane. She's so hard to deal with. And even late game, the ultimate, just the factor that you do more damage when they're missing health to like assassinate someone or execute someone is so deadly. I honestly feel like he's going to do amazing. I think he's actually going to shut Xaxus down because Riven's pretty good against Jax.
And we've also got Lee Sin here for the first time, certainly in the games that we've seen tonight. And if you saw the video on Reddit, where the Scara was impressed video, like the fact that you can flash during the kick animation with Lee Sin, that was pretty impressive stuff. Like, go for the ultimate and then flash behind him so you actually kick him back in. That was pretty impressive.
Should we name it to Scar and Joe Miller? We're impressed.
I was impressed as well. Scara, you're not alone on that one. We'll see whether Jankos can bring that kind of play to the table here tonight, though, as we are going to get into game then. So let's dive straight in there. We'll get some game sounds in as well as we move into game number one of TCM versus H2k here, the Intel Extreme Masters Cologne Amateur Tournament Cross-Realm Qualifiers.
And we do see a red pot actually picked up for JWoww, so he's definitely looking for a kill in this top side against Xaxus if he isn't a 1v1. However, Xaxus is running teleport too, so he's trying to follow around Belgian Beast a little bit and actually can open up quite a few kill opportunities. As we do see TCM heading towards this top side, and H2k, they're there to actually defend against it. They might even go for a fight here. Xaxus has he leveled up something? No, he hasn't leveled up anything just yet, but they're going to catch him.
Yeah, they're going to spot them coming in from this one. There's a flag straight on top of Celiver, so they know what's going on. Piltover Peacemaker is thrown down. H2k kind of backing off. Are they going to try and come around the backside of them? Do they want to fight here at level 1?
I think they kind of do. They have a lot of early game damage. If Overpow takes his Q at level 1, he can just blow people up at this point. And they do actually get a successful ward down on the blue buff of TCM, but in the meantime, TCM gets one down on their red. So a trade there, as it looks like they won't go for a fight. They don't want to go for an early engage. And this is a best of 3, so obviously you can afford to throw away one map, if you want to say it like that, and then win the next 2.
Makes it harder, though. That's the
it
problem
does.
with that. And it looks like, actually, in the end, or are we going to see? Jankos is actually waiting here with Overpower. Are they going to go for that blue buff? They see that Riven and everyone else on the team has gone back, and they are. H2k are invading here onto the blue.
And it's going to be successful on top of that. And it just depends. Can H2k get their own blue buff before TCM steals it away? And they might notice...
Jax is going to do their blue.
So he's actually going to... Okay, so he's actually going to do blue, level 1, hit that level 2, go back heal, and come back to lane with that teleport, it seems. And that is going to give them a nice early start as well. He's going to have an early level. He's going to have, obviously, that sustain to last hit as much as possible. And there always is kill potential out of him onto Fiddlesticks if we do see Barney D catch a turret hit or two.
Wow, that's a great start here for H2k. And we can see that Jarvan and Fiddlesticks, they're going to say, okay, we need to go over towards blue. Xaxus, he's going to have it finished away. We're going to see Fiddlesticks come in here. Xaxus is going to be able to walk away from it. Will Jarvan try and go in? Naruto will at least take the experience here from the small creeps in that camp, and will back away and have himself some wolves. So a little bit of early counter jungling going on here from both sides. We see that Jankos is already doing the red buff. He's in full vision currently of TCM, but there's no one anywhere near him to do anything. We've also got the 2v1 lanes, of course, with Corki Sonnet versus Riven, and Caitlyn Fiddlesticks versus Xaxus, who I just spotted for the first time is running teleport. I think you did say that earlier, though.
Yeah, you don't expect a teleport, though, to be used by a top laner, so I can definitely understand how it's really hard to notice. I didn't even tell until we got in the game, but he gets back to lane. He saves the experience that he would have missed out on, so he's not really that far behind in general. And what JWoww picked up early on with that red pot, it can actually help him out if he does get dove at level 2 or 3, but right now, with no one there to do it, with Jankos at the bottom side of the map, he's not going to get dove, so it's kind of an early buy into an item that you kind of won't really use. I mean, he's gonna use it, but obviously, like, something a little bit different might help him survive and sustain a little bit better in this lane.
Well, this mid lane, Overpower versus Belgian Beast, Kassadin versus Kha'Zix. Been a while since we've seen that lane coming down, that's for sure. Not often that we even see Kassadin get through the ban phase, to be honest, these days. This turret here in the top lane, at half HP. Bottom lane, not quite taking as much damage as us, of course, with that blue buff on. Able to, jump out and harass a little bit more than he would normally be able to.
And also CS as much as possible. That's really the key thing, and to stay in lane so you get the experience. You hit that level 6 point where Jax really starts to take off. And we do have Jankos actually coming around middle here. It looks like they want to go for a kill onto Belgian Beast, but Naruto's there to stop it.
Oh, this could be very, very dangerous. You just saw Lee Sin finishing off on that bottom side. Jarvan has actually backed away from this one. And I think from Naruto's side of things, a little bit indecisive there as to where he was going to go. Kind of went towards middle, then he's like, do I go top now? Am I going top? Turrets at half HP, probably need to put some defense down onto that one as we see Overpower. Void Spike's obviously not doing masses of damage at this point. It's certainly his Q that will be doing really the problems later on. Jankos still there as well, but don't think he's going to get involved. We are going to see a flash coming in here from JWoww. They're going to go in towards Celiver, who just gets away with that Valkyrie, and he was very, very close to being knocked up there. We also saw that Vander had to use his flash, and that is a flash. I say a flash. Actually, JWoww didn't flash at all. I was telling a lie there, but Belgian Beast here going to be taken down by Overpower. Overpower dies at the same time, but first blood picked up. That's a crucial part as Celiver here does use his flash in the end. The knockup is going to get Celiver. Have they got the damage? Valkyrie coming out of cooldown just in time. They managed to survive, but everything blown up there. JWoww still has his flash.
That was very, very close off of that. So middle, we actually saw Overpower jump straight onto Belgian Beast when he overextended a little bit too far in the minion wave. Was able to blow up the wave, hit him with that Q, and chase him down. But it was a 1-for-1 trade in the end, and he actually goes for a very early Hex Drinker. And Celivar doing a fantastic job of escaping right there, but blew everything possible. And also gives Naruto the option to come back yet again since he doesn't have that flash. But that Valkyrie is always hard to really deal with. And Naruto is being held back pretty well. He's only level 5 right now. He's ahead of Jankos, but well, actually, I'm gonna think about that. I'm gonna restate that whole thing. He's actually doing quite well considering he lost his blue buff in the beginning.
Yeah, that is definitely for sure. Obviously, taking a lot of experience from that lane as well, as we've seen his bottom lane. That turret going super low here. That's actually using that Counter-Strike just to make sure that he takes as little damage as he can. And always a threat once the thing.
Counter-Strike?
The pike, I guess that is. Spinning around his head, you never quite know if he's going to dive on top of you and get things going on. But that turret should be going down in this next wave or two.
That hand motion he made, it confused me even more. But it looks like they actually keep it alive, though, because TCM are going to back away. They don't want to go into 2v2, but it's still very low right now. They could take it probably in the next couple ways if they want to stick around, or they could just go for some lane swaps here and let JWoww take care of that.
Yeah, JWoww at the moment just coming back into lane. Obviously, did use that elixir. So that's already gone. Picked actually pretty, considering the scenario he's in, pretty offensive early items coming out.
Yeah, it really is. And if you look at his counteropponent counteropponent Xaxus, who went for a cloth armor first, he's actually going to be doing quite a bit of damage right now. He wants to go for a kill here, but he does have his flash available. He could flash on top of Vander and get that stun and follow up with that knock out of Naruto. They're not coordinating just yet, and Naruto will be level 6 momentarily. So that's when the real ganking comes in for him. But Jankos, he's level 5, going to be on his way to level 6 soon, and that's where he becomes really potent. But right now, with all these wards that are currently down on the bottom side, he won't be successful there. It's really only the top side that he can do, and JWoww with that red pot running out, it's a very likely possibility.
Well, let's see, he's not exactly sitting back defensively here, JWoww. Already out there trying to get as much damage in as he can, utilizing that brush to give him the cover. Takes a lot of damage, though, when he actually comes out there. Sullivan not going in wisely so. Naruto has managed to get himself up in towards the brush. There's a quick Valkyrie away from Celiva as soon as Riven comes near. But look at this. Xaxus and Jankos, where are they going here? They took that blue buff early on. They're going to try and get it again. And they're going to get it again. No one's close. Which is their side of the map. That was awesome.
I was going to say something, but I'm glad you caught it. So, but yeah, they are going to grab the blue buff. No one around is taken away from them, though. They do donate over to Overpower. I had one of those moments already before.
Oh, Nunu's counter juggling. He's gone between the towers. It was one of them. Not quite. At least I didn't get too excited about it. Damn it. Oh, damn it.
But they give Overpower the blue buff, so he's going to be able to do very well here against Belgium. He's going to be able to survive. But right now, Belgium hasn't used his teleport. He's going to go around to red buff and actually spot Jankos there and actually duel him out right now.
Yeah, and actually he's going to be able to do a decent amount of damage here. Jankos actually is going to get the slow. Could follow him through here with the ward down as Overpower jumps in as well. Here comes Jarvan. They're going to get the knock up. There is the kick away, and Belgian Beast able to rift walk off. Janko going to take a lot of damage here. Naruto going low as well. He's running to the opposite side of the map here. Surely won't be able to escape, but he's going to have a flag toss up not quite soon enough. Overpower jumps in for the kill.
Luckily for Belgium Beast, though, it was onto his jungler instead of him. He would have lost his blue buff and donated that over to Jankos or Overpow. In the meantime, we did see TCM pick up a turret in the bottom lane, and I'm surprised to see Belgium Beast still stick around. Overpow could just burst him down. There's always that potential right now, and he's currently 2-1 with a lot of CS over Belgium Beast.
There's no doubt that he's hanging over that R button there. We see Belgium Beast just jumping straight away, but that's, if anything, just slowed down Overpower's damage on this tower. We see the top lane turret. Riven coming back into this one. We see Corki just making sure that that was going to happen. They managed to pick up that turret kill. And in the mid lane, the turret's still alive, and they're actually coming back in. So they should be able to defend this one.
And a great job. I mean, I'm still just kind of amazed at what's happened middle with the 76-37 CS lead. It is huge for Overpower. He's going to be able to go back, buy a couple of items. He's at 1,800 gold, too. And even see in the middle lane, they're trying to freeze it against him, so he actually won't be able to get as much. But right now, H2k, I mean, honestly, if going into this game, my favorite was TCM to win this one. But H2k is doing a great job of really keeping up and really locking down TCM so far.
I think one thing we need to be a bit worried of is this, though, between the AD carries. And Troco way ahead at this point. Xaxus finally going to come up into this top lane. Xaxus actually does have an advantage in terms of levels at this point. Also got that Vamp Scepter in on top of Doran's Blade boots and a cloth armor. Double Doran's Blade and a long sword is what we have for JWoww at this point. Lee Sin did just try and get in there, but wasn't able to really get across to what is a very mobile champion in the form of Riven.
And it looks like TCM are thinking about going for Dragon. They put a pink ward down on it to clear out anything. But look where Overpower is. He's following Belgian Beast here. He doesn't want to let him to get free farm, and that's a great job, a great read by H2k. And then you're seeing Riven and Jaxo head-to-head. We hear the Fiddlesticks ultimate coming in.
Wow, Vander there, a little bit slow to reply to everything, to be honest. There is a Cataclysm coming down. Meanwhile, Matrocco is going to be fought from the top side. Zazas getting in. Barney D going to fall very low. The rocket's coming out from Celiver. He shouldn't be able to escape this one. He won't. It's a Phosphorus Bob that finishes off. Zazas was thinking about jumping towards Belgian Beast, but Dragon is definitely the more high priority target here. Belgian Beast, is he going to risk diving over there to try and steal this one away? He actually has a flash available, so he could riff walk in, flash out, other way around, whatever. In the end, decides against it. That's your Dragon going over, plus the 2 kills for H2k.
That was a great response by Zaz. He teleported in and chased Matrock away right out at the beginning of that, not to mention just bursting down Narutador. Even though Vander did go down, they still blew a lot of ultimates to kill him. They blew or not Crescendo, wow. They blew the Cataclysm off Jarvan to lock him down. And right now, H2k have a nice little bit of a gold lead. Wow, that damage bottom is ridiculous.
Which I almost missed there. There's a flash in from Overpow. He's going to pick up that kill. Belgian Beast teleporting into this one. Oh no, he stood on a trap. He stood on a trap, but he's got the damage here. On towards Belgian Beast. Can he finish? Yes. Oh, he's jumped away as well. Overpow gets the heal from Vander. Barney D tries to chase in. He's going to be forced to do a dance. And Overpow, cool as you like, picks up 2 kills, walks away like a boss.
Wow, that play out of him getting caught by that trap and then just turn around being like, I fancy my chances here. Able to take him out and then escape against a Fiddlesticks and a Jarvan with that leap. Wow, he's lucky he had that much mana left to do that too. And right now, he is 5-1. He is carrying his team on his back with these kills. Even seen JWoww and Zaz go head-to-head here in this top lane, but JWoww not really surviving.
Oh no, he's not really surviving here. Zaz is putting down a lot of damage. Is he going to turn around? Yes, he is, but JWoww's got the damage to finish it. Finishes off there with the ultimate, and well, a 1v1. I think that was Zaz's thinking, I can take this one. I'm just going to test the waters a little bit. Okay, I'm out of mana, which is always a bad thing. Now I'm dead. But here we go. Jankos coming in. Landing the Q. Yes, he will. Slow comes down, and the finisher. Nice mop up there from Jankos.
And Zaz, I understand what he's doing. He's trying to run away from Riven there to get like a cooldown up, but I think he didn't realize he had no mana left.
Yeah.
And he also lost his stacks of attack speed against Riven. And in the end, he wasn't going to win that with just having that ultimate available for Riven to blow him up. He was so low on health, it was going to just completely execute him. And in the end, he ends up dying, but Jankos does pick up a kill here. I mean, he's been very quiet throughout this game, if we think about it. Has tried to gank, but has been more about counter-jungling right now than anything else.
So yeah, Celiver using the Valkyrie, doesn't want any problem with Belgian Beast. And one thing that we noticed earlier on was actually the Hex Drinker shield that came out from Overpower that really saved his life down on that bottom side of things. The level difference between these mid laners is very stark as well. 11 for Overpower, 9 for Belgian Beast.
It's huge.
And yeah, and that the CS lead in there, I mean, everything going well. Oh, this is bad. Overpower going to spot Belgian Beast. Is he going to dive onto him here? And he's trying to wait till he comes in. Is Belgian Beast going to face check? Yes, he is. And look at the damage coming out. Jarvan going to get involved, but is he going to go down? Yes, he is. Overpower actually jumping in. Going to pop his ulti and turns around. He's going to fight Naruto here. He wants that red buff and he wants the kill. He's got 4 levels on him. Double kill for Overpower. Jumps away from the tower aggro. Says thank you very much. And this is why those assassins for Overpower are banned out against him. The Zed, we've seen him time and time again playing the likes of Katarina amazingly well. These high micro intensive champions he's so good at.
And we just saw why being a level 11 right there was so huge for him too, because he had the evolution on his Q. He originally had it on his jump, but then he had it to do the extra damage to the Q when they're low on health. And if it was any other champion, I think he probably would have died right there, but because it was Kha'Zix, he was able to survive, pick up 2 kills in a 1v2 situation, and a turn on top of that. He's now 7-1 with 111 CS, sitting on 2,200 gold. This isn't looking good if you're a TCM fan.
No, and you have to wonder as well, what are they going to do to lock him down here? That's something you got to think. We always talk about, you know, a champion getting the amount of kills, and then you've got Fiddlesticks who can put the fear into him. He dives in onto Belgian Beast again. Even manages to land the Void Spikes max range. But he is just destroying right now. I mean, he's so dangerous. I mean, you've got that fear from Fiddlesticks, but okay, you've got a silence as well coming out from Belgian Beast and Barney D as well, but not really anything to truly lock him down.
And the thing is, if you focus him down like that with all of your CC, you still have a Jax in there.
Yeah.
With that counter strike who can just stun you. You have a Lee Sin who can just kick you back, not to mention Corki and that Crescendo coming in. Like, you can hold him down, but can you hold the rest of the team at the same time? And maybe a Sona actually would have been a better pickup for them to counter this, but he's doing phenomenally well. And just like you said, his Assassin's play is just fantastic.
Belgian Beast, you can see
He's so
why
scared
he is. Why? Oh, how scared he is. Oh, and he fell for that one. Dives in, Overpower goes around the corner, over the wall. And Belgian Beast loses more than half of his HP, and Overpower's not done yet. He's going to go for it again. Oh, Ward comes across. Well, they've got an Oracle. Vander carrying that one. He's going to take out 2 wards, and all that vision that they've just spent 150 gold in, he's gone.
And now we see what Overpower 7-0 in their game prior versus Meteor Makers. And he's just pretty much split pushing this game. No one can go 1v1 against him. You see TCM keeping 3 people down towards bottom at all times to be able to deal with him. And he can just jump on top of your AP carry and knock him down to 75 or 25% health immediately. And Barney D, he's in trouble now.
Yeah, Barney D's dead here. Is he going to get away? Oh, it was the fear that actually stopped him. Jarvan going to come across. There is a Crescendo. Belgian Beast is dead. Celiver here trapped up inside. Well, that could be the death of Jarvan as well. He slides through. Celiver that gets the ace in the hole blocked out, and now Naruto is running for dear life. Overpower stalking him through the jungle. Is he going to be able to catch up with him? He is, because that cooldown is coming up here shortly. There's the jump in. Overpower is godlike at 8-1-2. Another kill for Corki coming in. Lee Sin at 2-0-3. Everything going to plan here for the Poles.
And let's see if they can take this advantage and roll with it, though. A lot of teams have that problem, but with Dragon up, they're going to go...
Their 22-minute win against Meteor Makers says that they don't have a problem clearing out games. We'll have to see if that's the case here. Obviously, every game's different, but...
Right. When you have an 8-1 Kazakhs, I think it's pretty easy to do that. And they also have a ton of gold over the other team. They're 8,000 gold up right now, 18 minutes in. They have 3,600 gold to spend on Overpower. He has not been back in forever. And the items he's going to pick, he doesn't even go back. He stays. He wants some more gold. Whatever he picks up next is just going to be so deadly. I wouldn't even be surprised if he invests into like maybe a GA just to kind of secure the win for himself.
Well, he's wrecking face at this point. 142 to 69 CS. I feel for Belgian Beast, who...
They first pick Kazakhs too, that's the thing.
Kassadin. Yeah.
Or, sorry, yeah.
That's exactly what we said, though. Like, you can counter a Kassadin when he's picked first. It's when he's last picked that you have a problem with Kassadin. Yeah, bad news. There we go. JWoww just trying to finish off that turret. But Xaxus is going to hammer those minions away. Final one's like, see you later. No. Naruto waiting. He's only level 9 at this point, which is 2 levels behind Jankos, which is 5 levels behind Overpower.
Wow.
Like, it doesn't matter what you've got if you're 5 levels behind.
And look what Overpower picked up. He fully bought a Triforce here because why not? Gives him a little bit extra mana, gives him extra speed as well. And if he wasn't doing enough damage before, I think he can probably one-shot Belgian Beast now because Belgian Beast has still yet to build any sort of armor to deal with him. And I think, 19.5 minutes in with how strong Overpower is, there's no point in building armor now.
Oh, Jankos. He's landed the Q on the blue, but will he follow through? No. Oh, that rhymed. Great stuff. Awkward silence.
I don't even know what to say to that. You had this like smirk on your face that you were so happy with yourself.
It wasn't even intentional. They're the best kind of rhymes. So, blue buff was secured here for Belgian Beast. That might just be a blue buff for Overpower, actually, in the grand scheme of things. He's split pushing again, as we expect.
And there's no way Riven can beat him. 15 to 13 right now. The items he has, he's actually a little bit scared. He's expecting the rest of the team to be coming down there, but he has enough wards to cover that. And maybe he doesn't want to give Riven any sort of kills right now because he's doing pretty well. I mean, he has that Last Whisper. He has quite a bit of damage paired in with that ultimate. And I think once he goes in on him once and sees how much damage he could do, he'll decide if he's going to commit to it or not.
Yeah, I think JWoww's a real big component of this TCM team now because of the fact you got Lee Sin, that you've got Jax and Kazakhs that are going to dive in there. Riven can disturb that quite a lot if she's fed. Currently, keeping her kind of pegged back, got that Last Whisper and then Brutalizer like you said, but any further kills could be a bit of a problem, even though Overpower could destroy him, I think, at this stage still.
He's still being very careful, though, which is a little bit surprising. Because I would think no one should be able to 1v1 him at this point. Maybe when he hits 16, he'll feel like the full confidence in being able to take him down because he is very close to that. But you see Xaxus getting free farm on the top lane. You see the rest of the team roaming around in TCM's jungle. and controlling it completely with the Oracle and with the wards they're putting down. And TCM, they have to make something happen soon because they're almost 10,000 gold behind about 22 minutes in.
Yeah, bad news at this stage. Jason just getting rid of his drinks. Yeah, I think everyone heard that through my microphone, to be honest. There we go, inner turret here, going to be taken down by H2k. Nothing to actually stop this one from being picked off. Meanwhile, down at the bottom, Riven actually going in here on towards Overpower. Ultimate used, and now Riven's going to be in trouble. Lee Sin, Corki, Sona and Jax all coming across. Barney D's there, just used his ultimate. They want Overpower, but he's got away. They've baited in the team. JWoww going to get caught. There's the Counter-Strike going to stun them up, but Zazas here taking a lot of damage. Lee Sin is in the back. One more hit will get the kill, and he does get the kill. Now Belgian Beast going to try and chase him down. Feared on top of his own ward, does a bit of a dance, and then just walks away. And Overpower survived.
He
somehow, with like nothing.
I think he got so lucky in that too because he had his ultimate picked or used when Riven used her ultimate against him, which would have killed him. But because that reduced 40% reduced damage when you're stealthed up, it wasn't able to take him down, and then flashing and jumping away was able to escape, able to keep his bounty alive. And in the end, only one kill in that fight, in that massive fight that broke out at bottom. And right now, H2k, 22 minutes in, they could take Baron if they want to do it. I mean, Jaxi has the Blade of the Rune King done. They have 2 Triforces. They have ward control. There's no wards past the halfway point for TCM at all. And H2k have all the wards they could ever want in the jungle of TCM still.
And Overpower is coming sniffing here. Got himself red buff on, and he's going to catch Barney D completely out here. Ace in the hole comes through. That's going to hit Overpower, but not really dent him that much. And he waits. Oh, look at this. JWoww having a bit of a laugh there. He stealths up and jumps over the wall, but that's the danger of this kind of, if you get caught out of position, if you don't have vision, which Vander is in, that's very risky there if Riven comes around. But the fact is, with Vander taking away all that vision, it makes it all the more easy for Overpower to be picking up more kills.
And now Zaz is going to split push bottom lane. He has that teleport available. He has so many wards to go to when he wants to. This would be really difficult for TCM to deal with because they're going to have to commit to a fight or just back away and let H2k have the Baron.
Well, they're trying to get in around. There's the Q from Lee Sin thrown through, which Naruto would have seen. Meantime, H2k actually pushing through this mid lane. There's the fear coming on towards Celiver. And in the end, won't be too dangerous for him. Naruto tried to get in, but what are you really going to do? He's just going to Valkyrie away from you. Bottom inner turret now is definitely the target here. Meanwhile, Overpower is pushing the top lane out. H2k don't want to risk it.
Yeah, I'm really curious why, because look at the wards they have down on that top side. They can see them coming. They can bait it in. They can let Zazas just split push here, and yet not feeling 100% confident in it. And it doesn't matter how you win as long as you do pick that one up. Dragon will be taking HK to 11,000 gold lead here, 24.5 minutes in. And Overpower again, sitting on 2,200 gold to spend.
Oh, Belgian Beast. Rift walk away. Spotted an Overpower, I am off.
He's 12 to 17 on Overpower. That just tells the story of this game completely. He has 4 deaths for himself, and we do see in the bottom lane a little bit of fight breaking out, and as well as a turret going down.
Oh, Naruto could be in trouble from this one. The crescendo actually missing there. Bit of a whiff coming out from Vander. They wanted to lock up that Jarvan. Stop a single target or more targets, multiple targets, as we can say, depending on how that Cataclysm lands. Overpower here, he's going to get himself a blue buff. Makes it a Fed Kha'Zix even more scary. He's only going to be jumping on your face even more often.
I almost feel like H2k, if they don't make something happen soon, TCM can actually come back here. Because JWoww still can't take Overpower on 1v1. But who knows what happens when he picks up his next item here. As he does go for Last Whisper. Belgian Beast will eventually, you know, 78 minutes in, because he only has 94 farm right now, will get strong. And if he gets like 1 or 2 kills here and starts to, you know, get rolling, he can actually turn this game around. But HK, they have to be careful. They don't want to let TCM just farm up here, get this free gold that they're currently getting. They have to apply pressure somewhere, and they need to get Inhibitor down.
I'm wondering if we're going to see any action around Baron, to be honest. Vander got himself another Oracle running.
I was expecting Baron to be danced around 5 minutes ago, 6 minutes ago right now with how strong Overpower is.
Well, they're replacing all the wards here. And
They're not doing anything with it, though.
No, yeah, that's the strange thing from this one. They seem to be very much relying on this whole split push going on with Zazas down the bottom and Overpow pushing out that top lane. They've got literally complete vision control over this top side of the TCM jungle. They should just go for this.
Well, it looks like they heard you here, Joe. Looks like they will be starting it off, and right now, no one on TCM is even near this.
Yeah, they spotted Jarvan down in the bottom lane from that ward, and that's why.
And there's teleport coming from Zazas, so that will not last. I think we're going to finally see that 5-man push out of H2k here, and they're going to go for the win.
Well, let's see. They're going to push towards top, where Riven is currently sat in the brush. Oh, JWoww started to finally move back, sees that Baron has been done. Like, okay, so Baron's gone. That's bad news for us. Silver, thanks to Lee Sin, going to be tanking that up with a shield on, and you see how fast those turrets go down. They're not a match for H2k at this point. More wards coming over the top. Lee Sin and Kha'Zix. Well, to be honest, everyone could jump over there, and there we go. Overpow goes in. Naruto completely low, but Overpow, is he going to be taken out here? He's actually tanking up the turret. Belgian Beast does absolutely nothing. He might as well be called Belgian Waffle at this point, because he's definitely not a beast in this game. Doing no damage there towards Overpow. And they've stopped them for now, but Baron Regen says they'll be back soon.
That could have been so dangerous, though, for H2k. Overpow got Naruto down about 25% health, but he almost got caught in lockdown and killed. And if that happened, that's a lot of gold going over to who picked it up for our TCM. And that's also their main player that they need alive to push these turrets down. And with that little bit of a thing happening, they're backing away. Huh. I mean, they do have a decent amount of gold to spend. Overpow should be able to buy his GA very soon, but I don't know. Very, very interesting to see them actually do that as Zazas Triforce done. Okay, I can understand it now with that item picked up.
That's something that you realize. I mean, if you look back to Worlds, the difference between a top team and the best teams is the way that they finish off games, is the decisiveness in actually finishing out a lead. That, you know, this kind of game, if you look towards the SKT T1s and you know, the Chinese sides, they probably have won by now, and probably 5 minutes ago at that. That's the difference to this one. And obviously something that takes time to actually master, especially when you're a team that's not had too much time together.
Yeah, it's very true. And it's just, yeah, it's so true. And that's something that Europe, I guess, to me, never really got the hang of. I mean, all of our LCS teams in the summer split had tough times closing out games. I think the only one that ever was able to consistently was Gambit.
Gambit, yeah.
And yet they weren't doing phenomenally well throughout the entire season. As we do see Vander getting ace in the hold right there. They're trying to chase Naruto down, but he should be able to escape this.
Oh, not Counter-Strike coming in there. Is the crescendo used? They dive in. Overpow actually jumping on top of a trap, which is not really going to matter. He's got that Guardian Angel now on him. And this is dangerous times. You see Vander, he's going to be healing himself up, healing everyone else up, getting the regen from that Baron buff as they move in there. Jankos steps on top of a trap, doesn't even care. There is the jump on towards Belgium. Bisu Riff walks away at the perfect time, but they've done enough damage here to force themselves through. They need to be careful. Matroco in particular needs to be careful. They're stood so close towards that inhibitor. Silver actually been chipped away at here by Matroco, but he turns around and here comes Overpow. Matroco taking a lot of damage and will go down in the end. He gets turned on by JWoww, but Overpow is still here. He will dive in there. Can they get any more? JWoww going very, very low and gets finished off in the end. And now it's Naruto that's at the back. Belgian Beast comes out. They're all taking turns here to heal up and come back in, but look at H2k. They didn't really lose too much health from that.
Yeah, they had that Sona to heal him up. On top of that, I didn't really expect the crescendo to be blown as well as other ultimates just to lock down Naruto, but you see how it worked out for them, getting 2 inhibitors here. And honestly, they probably could finish off the game. They have enough time to do it. They have enough damage. Now Naruto are getting jumped on yet again. Yeah,
less than half HP and finished off as both Lee Sin and Jax dive in. Belgian Beast will have to Rift walk away. Overpow actually tanking up the turret here as Zazas is hitting the minions. He should just get it over with here and hit those Nexus turrets. Belgian Beast dives back in, going in on towards Vander, but he's used that Rift Walk, and he is a dead man. Legendary Overpow will finish off that kill. The rest of the team have actually spawned back in, but they're going to take a lot of damage consistently as Zazas takes a lot of damage, actually gets kicked in there. And this is going to be the Nexus going down. Nonetheless, H2k pick up game 1 in a very, very, I don't want to say easy win, but they made it look easy.
Yes, they definitely did. I mean, Overpow 12-1. That's all you need to know right now. I mean, he had 273 CS. Belgium Beast had 106.
Yeah.
And no one could take him
close.
1v1 except Riven. But then when he got the GA, when he had the Last Whisper done, it became impossible for that to happen. I don't know. I think it was a very nice win for them. But I think it was like the Overpow show. I don't know. Like, we didn't see anything amazing come out of Selvar or Zazis or Jankos. It was just mostly Overpow running around, getting kills for himself and really carrying the team.
And that's the thing, though. Overpow plays these assassins. We've seen it time and time again. Zed, you beat Meet Your Makers with. We've seen him play Kha'Zix here, who, you know, Kha'Zix is strong against the right opponent. Obviously, Kassadin was one that he felt he could really dominate. But there are so many different options for Overpower. I think it's going to be hard to actually ban him out. And Belgian Beast, from my limited knowledge of him, not really even that limited, that he plays the more standard mid lane. Okay, it might bring out something. Kassadin, who is technically an assassin, but still is more along the traditional mid laner kind of thing. And I think that's going to be the biggest thing in game number 2, to get rid of to stop Overpower being so strong. Naruto are probably going to have to focus a lot heavier on camping Overpower out of the game. And
I'm trying to think, what are they going to ban out? I mean, do you need to take Zed away again? Do you have to take Kha'Zix away coming into this next game? I mean, it's very troublesome for them to look at.
Do you take Kassadin away?
Well, probably not. Well, actually, I don't know.
Well, why not?
I'm trying to think of any game I've ever seen him play Kassadin. I can't think of one off the top of my head. But I mean, if it's an assassin, he's probably damn good at it.
Yeah.
That's the real thing. And Belgium Beast, I'm trying to think, was his performance on Kassadin bad, or was it just like a bad game? Because I mean, he got.
The thing is, he got out farmed and then he got killed. And that's the start of, like, once you get to that position where a Kha'Zix out farmed you and he's killed you once, not really coming back from that one unless you make plays elsewhere, because you're not going to make him against a Kha'Zix. Unfortunately, what happened then was in his bottom lane, he died twice to him, where he just absolutely destroyed him. And that just set everything into him. He's just not coming back from that scenario. So that leaves us then, of course, with H2k 1-0 up, one step closer towards the Intel Extreme Masters Cologne Amateur Tournament. We are, of course, though, in a best of 3, so they still need to win one more of the 2 remaining games. I'm going to take a break, but when we come back, it will be game number 2, and we'll find out whether